In nome di Pace, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
When my friend and ally comes to call during Advent, alas, we must fast on gruel.
So, Queen Quenthrith, it seems we are also arrived to celebrate your release from captivity.
Yes.
But what does it mean for Mercia? And how do we restore legitimacy to such a fractured and wounded kingdom?
Well, you have to invade. Northumbria and Wessex together must defeat the ruling council.
And you will once more be queen.
Of course. With you to thank.
And your son Magnus will be heir to the throne. The son of Ragnar Lothbrok. I once swore an oath before God and all his angels that one day I would kill Ragnar Lothbrok in revenge for his unprovoked and merciless attack upon my kingdom.
And would you kill his bastard son as well?
A toast to Northumbria, Mercia, and Wessex. To allies and friends.
To allies and friends.
And to the three kings.
You take the young prince to bed. Judith! You take me for a fool. It is bad enough that against all conscience and against all that is sacred that you have been allowed to paint the Holy Scriptures. But now, I see some gross and indecent familiarity between you and your father-in-law. My God. To think that you are my child. For what are you? But a bad wife and a bad mother. The very worst example of womanhood. If Aethelwulf asked my permission to beat you into submission, I would allow it.
My lord, battered or not, it would make no difference. You don't own me, father, nor does any man own me. Though encumbered everywhere, I am free.
Wherefore, we are met to decide how to deal with Mercia. Now, I am almost decided that the only way now is a full-scale invasion of that kingdom. And yet, if there were some other way of restoring Queen Quenthrith to her throne, I think we must explore it. Have you any more idea of the identity of the nobleman you knew as W?
Let me help you, please, sire. The warring factions of my kingdom are always known by the first letter of the leader's name. W stands for Wigston. He has royal blood, as well as being one of the most powerful warlords in Mercia.
Yet he is obviously not part of the ruling council.
No. Wigston would find it unbearable to belong to any group. His interests are always personal.
Then you don't trust him?
Trust him? My lord, no one should ever trust Wigston.
So there is no dealing with him?
Absolutely not. The only way forward, the only choice now, is for both of you noble kings to raise your armies and invade Mercia and rid my kingdom of all the factions who want to ruin me. Me, the only legitimate ruler of that poor, ravaged, raped, and abused land.
I agree with the Queen.
There is no other choice now.
Huh? So it seems. Very well. We shall take your advice.
So we are agreed. We'll raise an army and attack Mercia.
There's no alternative, my Lord Aelle. Not if we wish to see Queen Quenthrith placed once more upon the throne. Travel safely, my lord. You are the best of allies.
I'm a simple man at heart, but full of conviction.
Your convictions do you credit.
Farewell, my child. Take heed of what I've told you.
I will always listen to you, Father, but also to my own conscience and weigh such things in the balance as it please you.
It does not always please me, but enough. Women are frail. Farewell, children. Remember your duties, say your prayers, and banish the devil from your thoughts.
Ecbert of Wessex, you come among us to be crowned King of Wessex and Mercia, two proud and ancient kingdoms, which will now be one and indissoluble under your governance, and by God's undoubted will. We hereby anoint you. In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Amen. And in the sight of all here present, and in the sight of God, I crown you King of Wessex and Mercia.
I suppose you should be congratulated, King Ecbert. You have, by a clever ruse, become ruler of one of the biggest, richest kingdoms in England. And all without my help. Despite the fact that we are formally allies.
No, fortunately there was limited bloodshed, which is always to be favored. After all, we need our armies to fight not each other, but the Northmen.
You always have a clever answer. The fact is, you betrayed me. You told me nothing of your plans. We were to divide Mercia equally between us, but you have taken it all. And now it occurs to me, your new kingdom directly abuts mine.
So it does. But surely, we're still allies.
I feel I ought to ask you that question.
It may be true that things have changed. Life is all about change, is it not, King Aelle? If we don't change, we fall behind. What was once true and real is suddenly no longer true, no longer real. And sometimes we have to accept that.
You mean our alliance?
Yes. We had an alliance as equals, but as you can plainly see, we are no longer equals. Everything has changed for both of us. You must get used to it.